Okay, it's back to Troegs Brewing Company in Hershey, Pennsylvania for our next beer. Part of that kickback, I almost said the victory one. This is Troegs summer 15 pack. I don't know what it's called exactly, just completely probably knew what it was called when I bought it. But I don't have it with me right now. But I do have a beer from it, I should say. I also am growing a beard, which I should shave. This is Field Study, which is a summer seasonal IPA from Troegs. Comes into us at 6.2% ABV, so right there in that sweet spot of IPA ABVs. They do a hop cycle, so they do a beer every season. I believe in the wintertime it's Blizzard of Hops, which we've reviewed before. In the spring it's Fresh Cut. And this, of course, is the Summer Ale Field Study. And there's also a fall one, something like Harvest IPA or something like that. But they do have 4 seasonal IPAs. This beer is slightly hazy and refreshing. It debuted back in the summer of 2019 to some acclaim. And it started off from their scratch number 327. So they did some studies, and hence the name Field Study for this. Did some studies. They found out that this one was viable, so they actually decided to release this one. As far as the blurb goes of info, it says, in the hop fields we daydream and study, and at the brewery we tinker and test. For Field Study, dry hopping delivers notes of ripe grapefruit, mango, pear, and melon. Add a backbone of local rustic pale malt, and Field Study is just what we are after, a slightly hazy yet bright summer daydream come true. We taste ripe grapefruit, pear, and a hint of melon, according to the Troegs tasters. For malts, they use oats, pilsner, rustic pale, and wheats. For hops, Citra, Mosaic, and Eldorado, and a house ale yeast. So let's get her into this tulip glass and see if we have that hazy look to it that is supposedly promised. Filling it up to the top. Definitely have a haze, very citrusy, orangish, and I'm getting a pungency this far back from it too, so that's always a good sign. About a finger and a half of head retention, and a nice bubbling up too as well. Aroma-wise, lush grapefruit, big time lush grapefruit. Am I getting a bit of that pear? Maybe a little bit of the pear, and the melon too. So the aroma is completely as advertised. Great aroma. It's very, very fresh, taste-wise. Good grapefruit bite. At the front of the tongue, I'm definitely getting a full grapefruit mango, maybe not mango, but melony kind of taste. Very tropical in the taste of this beer. A little bit watery on the end, on the back of the tongue, so that probably isn't quite as the goal of what I would want from a perfect beer like this. But a good, crisp, refreshing, and yes, a very good summer beer as well. Good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and give this an 8.5 out of 10 for Field Study. I think it hits on all cylinders as far as appearance and aroma, but everything else is decent too. The taste, just that little watered down part of the end, not a big fan. So I will give it an 8.5 out of 10.